Hello, friends. How are you? Hope all are well wherever you are. Welcome back to my channel, Ninja Programming. Today we'll talk about more examples about list, the last video we have done a couple of examples. In this video, we'll do more different examples. Um, when you create the list, let's say I create the list here, my match score, let's say cricket score. This is my cricket match score. So you want to sort these. Let's say I just want to original. This is how it looks like when I run my list. When this is, you can see it's original. This is how it looks like. And if you want to sort this list, like ascending order, like a small to bigger, so just run this, and you can see smaller one 122, then 175, 193, all the way to 385. So this is very simple. It seems like it's very hard, how to sort your list items and everything. Just put the sorted functions, and inside the bracket put the list name of the list, my match score. This is how it will ascending order it will do. And you can see but this is the copy of the list. Your original list are still as it is. If you see, the original list is still as it is, but when I did sorted method, functions, it does, the sorted my list, but the original is still as it is, it is copying your list, from original list. And if you want to the descending order, let's say from bigger to smaller, there you can see descending order from bigger to smaller. How you do the bigger to smaller? The same functions, the sorted functions here, but another, you see the sorted function, sorted, and the name of the list, and the reverse equal to true. That will descending order. And I want to show you, how you can do, you can play with the code, the reason I put it earlier, because if I'm writing all of these, it takes more time, so if I do, my my match score dot, it will give you all the function, what are the function available. So I want to the reverse, so you're going to the reverse, and then put the what I was doing, let's see. Yeah, I want to like this, reverse. So if you just comma here, and then you can see it will give you the some hints, the pre-built, sorted functions, what you can do, so I want to reverse, that's, so I want to reverse keyword reverse. You can see I just put the RE and then in Windows control and a space bar, and it will give you the hints, so I want to do reverse. Select this one, press enter, and write true. And you can see another calibrate, and this is how, you can do it, as you can see, descending order is bigger to smaller, but my still original lister as it is, so when you do the ascending and descending, the sorted method will do a copy of the original list, and it does, to changing the order, if you want reverse, let's say that you have original list, this is the original 175, 200, 193, this, and if you just completely reverse order, bigger to smaller, so you can do this one, that method, reverse method, so name of the list and the reverse, and that will reverse completely, as you can see, it reverse, So 385, 122, 300, like it's going the other way around, like as you can see, there's my original list. It was reversed like a 385 and then 122, 300. It was, look at this. So it's reversed like this, but it's very useful, like another very important for you, all of us, like if you want to find any functions, you are looking for something and you can't remember like what function to use exactly, like use the built-in help functions, like so if you put dot here, and it will give you all the function available up, and like you want to add something, you want to clear, copy, count, there's plenty. We're going to use all of them, like in, if you want to be a Python developer, like definitely, very useful. Like, and if you just can't remember, like, what function to use, like, just the help and the list dot, it'll give you all the built-in functions, like, so you can very helpful, like, to search, like, what method, what function to use, like, so use this tool, like, and the next thing I will do, if you want to add an item in the list, like, so this is my original list. I create another list, like, it's like apple, banana, orange, and cherry. And this is my original, just printing, like, the original. I want to add, like, this is the append method, like, I just adding one more items in the list, like, and then updated my fruit list here. So if you just run the program, you can see my original fruit list is this one: apple, banana, orange, and cherry. And updated my fruit list when I appended, like, the watermelon came all the way last. So this is how you can you can update your list, like, you can add something like more new. So I leave it my my fruit list because I need later on. And another very important, like, let's say you want to, in a specific location, you want to add any items, like, this is how you can do it, like, with the index number, like, as you know, like, list index starting from the 0. So here 0, 1, 2, 3. So my list is 0 to 3. So if I want to put the position number 1, so this is the insert method, like, if you want to insert. So let's say I deleted this line, and you'll see, like, when I put my list name and dot, it will give you all the functions. So I want to do insert method. So here's the insert method, and which, as you can see, like, insert method, which now what number, so on to position number 1, and then comma, and then you want to put the name of the item. Like I say, I want to put another force plum. And now updated list, let's see, position number 1, you see plum has been added, like, so 0, 1, position number 1, the plum has been added, like, this is, you use the insert method. You want a specific location you want to add, like, something. And another, like, you have, let's say you have multiple lists, like, you want to put all them together, like, so this is how, like, as you can see, my fruit list is a one of the lists, and I want to create another list, and the fruit color list. Let's say, like, the apple, which color is pink, and banana is yellow, orange is red, cherry is red, like, and what else I did added in my, yeah, the cherry, the banana, and how come there's my green and red? Or probably the green is a watermelon, like, and the red something else. Anyway, so if you run these, like, and you want to, oh, sorry, I created this like a fruit color list, like, so how many fruits are in my original list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fruits. So I put the 5 fruit color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why you put the 6, like, should be 5. Let's say I deleted this. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And you want to extend, like, let's say I want to put together, like, my fruit list dot extend. Which list you want to extend? This one. So I want to put together, and then you can see like in my original food list, this is how it will be together, like if I run these, as you can see, like the updated list now, like this is my food list is now, this is how big and long, like apple, plum, banana, orange, and cherry, and this is the name of the fruits, like the fruit color. um right. Oh, I did made a mistake here. I remember I added like a watermelon. I appended like and so this is how I put the green, like watermelon was green, like and then there was the last was red or cherry red. Now if I run this, as you can see, watermelon has been added. I did appended, like and this is how the updated list now. What else we can do? The searching an item in the list, like and very to see like whether the item is available in the list. You can see like it will give you the true or false, like is a pink, is it in my list, like pink in my list, in my food list, or white. Let's say the pink is, we know that it is inside the list, like it'll give it true, but white is not in our list, like so it'll give you false, like so you can, if you run this, see true or false, like so this is how you can see, like before we search anything, like that will give you straight away, like and if you want to search by index number, um let's see the my food list index number 1. What is it? Index number 1, the plum. It will give you the plum. But if it's not in the list, like it will give you the out of index, like let's say 12. The list is from 0 to 11, but if I give you the number 12, it will give you the out of range, like guys, actually list is out of range, but my item searching by index number is index number 1 is a plum. So make sure if whenever if there is a bigger than, like the list, and then it will give you the out of range, like so just to show you the example, like how to give you how to out of range, like let's say you have a bigger list, like you want to find out, like how many inside this, how many same items inside this list, like so you can use the count method, count function, like it will give you the how many exactly, like let's say apple is only 1, but let's say if I want to update, like let's say I want to change of banana to apple, it will give you now 2 apple inside my list. As you can see, 2 apples, so this is how we can see, like count method, how many the same item inside your list, like count functions, like and if it's not in let's say it's a carrot, it will be out of, it will be index, it's 0, like number of items, same items is 0, like there's no carrot in the list, like it will show the 0, like so I'll change it. Now the remove functions, like how you want to remove something from the list, like but there's a 2 function. One is the remove functions, one is the pop functions, like but if you want to use remove, it remove specific items. If you want to, like apples you want to remove, but it has to pass 1 argument, like I'll show you there, like the example. Let's say if I open up this and then if I run this, it will remove the apple, and then my current up-to-date list, now there's no apple now, you see. But let's say if you want to carrot here, you want to remove carrot, but we don't know there's a carrot, so you'll see the will be arrow, you'll see there, remove x not in my list, like the carrot is not in my list, like so it's very simple, like so I'll change it to apple. Now the pop functions, yeah, you can also remove the pop function, actually remove from the last item from the list, but you also can remove any specific items, like from the list with the index number, like and this is how we can do, like this is the pop method, like this what is my the last items, the red, like, last item in my list is the red. So if I run these, you'll see the red items will be deleted. You see the green, after green it should be red. You see them, the green then red, but there's no more red there, like, and you can also pass the index number, like, this index number is, what is in my index number is plum is in zero index, and the orange is in the sorry, this one, apple is in my first index, and this is showing the up to date, like, the last one when I deleted this, like, so the apple will delete it, like, so let's say I want to close this one, and you can see the removing the item, last item, the red item has been deleted. But if you and this is my, you see the plum, apple, orange, and everything in the list. But if you open up this method, like, with the index number, index 1, you want to delete, like, so if you run this program now, you can see apple is gone. It was index 1, 0, 1, so 0, 1, index number 1 is gone. So we learned quite a lot of functions and methods in list, like, so I hope you guys enjoy, like, please do subscribe my channel. This will encourage me, like, to create the more content, like, and please do let me know what else you want to see, and if I made a mistake, please do let me know. It will help me to correct myself and encourage me to create more content, like, so see you next video. Thanks very much. Thanks. Bye bye.